Every summer, the woods near Black Creek felt like a second home. Not some vast, ancient forest, but a familiar patch bordering quiet camping sites. Hidden deep within its edge, a dilapidated basketball court, stone-cracked, hoops rusted, a ghost of endless summers. It was our sanctuary. A place for my friends and I to just exist.
Hey folks, welcome to today's episode.
This is a chilling creepypasta story, shared from a Reddit user, DoWeather6813. Deep in the woods. Let's dive into the story. Last summer, a day much like any other, sunlight filtering through the canopy. We were there, just like always, shooting hoops, laughing, the simple joy of youth echoing through the trees. Everything felt normal. Until the barking started. It wasn't loud at first, just off. The pitch shifted constantly, an unnatural whine that twisted in the air. One moment, it seemed right beside us, the next, impossibly far away. A sound that seemed to defy distance itself. My friends, ever pragmatists, shrugged it off. Just a dog from one of the campsites, they muttered. I nodded, feigning indifference. I didn't want to be the one who admitted a dog could send a shiver down my spine. We kept playing, the unsettling echo of that barking slowly weaving its way into the background of our afternoon. Then, my shot went wide. The ball bounced deep into the woods, swallowed by the shadows. Of course, it was my turn to retrieve it. As I walked towards the tree line, the air grew thick. An invisible pressure mounted, a tightening in my gut. Every instinct screamed at me to turn back. The barking kicked in again. This time, it was unmistakably close. Too close. My hand, reaching for the worn leather of the ball, suddenly erupted in a searing pain. It wasn't a splinter, not a thorn. It felt like my very cells were recoiling, screaming a silent warning that burrowed deep into my bone. Get out, now. I snatched the ball, the throbbing agony in my palm, a desperate pulse urging me forward. I ran. Back to the cracked asphalt, back to the light. My friends noticed my sudden change. Done for the day, I mumbled, clutching my throbbing hand, making up some excuse about an injury. They didn't press. As they continued their game, I sat on the sidelines, trying to calm the raw panic, watching the trees. After a while, the barking ceased. An oppressive silence descended, heavier than the summer air. That's when the second urge struck, a mundane need that would drag me back into the encroaching dread. I had to relieve myself. My friends were still engrossed, so I slipped behind the court, deeper into the dense undergrowth, hidden from their sight. And that's when it hit. Not a sound, not a movement. Just the profound, suffocating sensation of being watched. Not watched from afar, not from the distant campsite, but from right there, behind a specific tree. An unseen presence. The woods held their breath. A natural quiet that vibrated with unseen menace. Then, I started to turn, to walk back to the court. It started again. The barking. This time, it wasn't just loud, it was right behind me. My hand, already tender, flared with a white-hot agony. Worse than before, my body screamed again, a silent, primal shriek. There was no doubt this time, no hesitation. I bolted. A frantic, desperate sprint through. The familiar woods, now twisted into a labyrinth of fear. I didn't look back. I couldn't. The barking, distorted and close, seemed to chase me. The shapeless horror nipping at my heels. I burst out of the tree line, gasping, shaking. I have to go. I choked out to my bewildered friends, inventing a flimsy excuse about my mom. I ran faster than I ever had, not stopping until the woods were a distant, harmless smudge behind me. And just like that, as the distance grew, everything began to return to normal. The phantom pain in my hand faded. The unsettling barking vanished. The world righted itself, as if the last half hour had been a fever dream. I never spoke about it. Who would believe me? They'd laugh, dismiss it as imagination. But what happened that day in those woods? It still scratches at the edges of my mind. It messes with me. A skinwalker, a mimic, hidden in plain sight, drawn by the scent of unease. And sometimes, late at night, I swear I can still hear that impossibly shifting bark, just beyond the edge of my hearing.
There you have it, folks. I really hope you found this episode interesting. Don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. And hey, while you're at it, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on our next story.